It is 5:30 in the morning on December 30th. I cannot sleep. Last night I had my dinner around 9 and I was so tired, my face was practically in my plate. I had a bath afterwards and almost fell asleep. I won't do that again. The last thing I want to do is drown when I have terminal brain cancer. I took a sleeping pill and went to bed at 10, and I woke up at 1, wide awake, and got out of bed and puttered for a bit, and then went back, fell asleep for a couple of hours, and now I'm up again. They tell me it's because of the steroids that I take first thing in the morning. Although yesterday was an exception because the day before that I forgot to take my steroid first thing in the morning, and I started getting some headaches in the early evening, and by come bedtime I realized what the reason was for that, and I had to take a steroid right before I went to bed, which kept me up all night. And I had a 9:15 appointment for radiation and a follow-up appointment after that to see the oncologist, the radiation oncologist. And I just didn't know how I was going to make it there. I was anxious and tired, and I didn't want to take a clonazepam because I knew that would just slow me down. So I thought, what the hell, let's take a half of morphine. That'll give me a buzz to get me out of the door and give me the fortitude to get into the cab and make my way over there. And it did. And it did. And I made it through the appointments, and I made it back, and I was fine. I guess the morphine kept me awake all during the day, and I took another quarter in the afternoon because I wanted to have a happy day off from this misery. Okay, I'm going to pause here and save this. Okay, word of the day, biopsy. For those of you who are unfortunate enough to hear your doctor request that they would like to do a biopsy anywhere on your body, I would ask a lot more questions than I did because, well, they wanted to biopsy my brain, which is pretty much the quintessential organ, in your body. And I was under the impression that because there were 6 tumors, there was only one that was sort of in an accessible spot, that they were going to go in and with all the modern imaging equipment and the fact that my head was, they screwed a crown of metal into my head to keep it stable. I still, can feel where the screws are, and that they have all the, state-of-art technology, that they would be able to go in and just remove a portion of the tumor, of one of the tumors. And that apparently was not the case because, and I don't understand this, but the tumors can't be seen by the naked eye, and yet when they cut it out, the report said, well, we clearly see that it's a grayish matter. So I'm just befuddled by all of this. And you'll understand why in a minute, because at my convalescent bedside, post-surgery, the neurosurgeon came by and told me that he took a piece of the tumor. He got a piece of tumor the size of a pea. Well, we all know what the size of a pea is, you know, give or take. We've all eaten them. I've recently received a copy of all the reports that have been generated throughout this ordeal, and I read the surgery report, and according to the report, they cut out a piece of my brain 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters. Now, does this look like the size of a pea to any of you? None that I've seen. I mean, this is brain tissue that was removed from me. The tumor was in the middle. I mean, I guess it's like a Cadbury square. The analogy. You get a little surprise in the middle. It was taken from this side, which controls my right side. I remember them waking me up during surgery and asking me to speak and to, you know, move my right leg up and down, and which I could. And I guess they were poking around and decided that it wasn't going to affect me. I do have some issues with speech. They seem to be minor at times, and I'm having some trouble with my right arm. I tend to drop things, which is why I use plastic glasses now. I'm also I'm very sloppy at the dinner table, and I attribute this to being right-handed and to this being removed. So, folks, beware if someone wants to take a biopsy from anywhere on your body, whether it's your brain, it's your leg, it's your butt, it's whatever. Now, okay, I'm gonna save this video and reboot and go on to the next section.